Итак, здравствуйте, с вами Сайлент. Сейчас я продолжу снимать прохождение по игре Alan Wake. Так, нам сейчас нужно поговорить с шерифом Сарой. Где тут ух, да, вот. Теперь сюда.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Возьмем.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor.
Так, взяли, теперь на выход.
They don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here.
Так, взяли.
Hey!
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Где эта дыра в заборе хоть?
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for you to sign up.
А, там. Даже не смотрел на эту желтую пометку. Вот. Еще одну рукопись взял.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car. Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week. You and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Так, машину нельзя угнать.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose.
Marvelous, sir. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have
Так, сюда, да?
inadvertently caused on their
Нет.
recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh my! Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone.
Блин, случайно пробил, нашел. Чё,
What an
посмотрим.
airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody.
Так где
This is not her
Расти?
fault. She's a very
А,
nice
вон.
girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Wait here. Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Так,
What happened?
найти бланк.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? Are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong.
Wait here.
The story would be a bestseller.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Так, у меня ни оружия, ничего нет.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Так, возьмем.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Так, ладно. Теперь посмотрим, что здесь есть.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like? My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Так, пойдем туда посмотрим. Ух ты, свет отключился. Так, в него нельзя войти. Так, посмотрим, что есть в этом домике.
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are
Так,
impossible
нет
to punish.
ничего
Especially
полезного. Где этот пик?
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Так, что это?
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone? Please help! Help me!
Где ты, Расти?
Hello? Back here. I'm back here. Hey. Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
Так.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage.
Так.
Rusty's eyes...
Где?
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood in the...
Ладно.
Shh. Good boy.
Что нам далеко сейчас идти?
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on.
Так, вот рукопись. Возьмем.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Черт.
Rusty!
Так,
Rusty!
пойдем вниз.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Здрасте, куда вы его дели?
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing
is only permitted for those visitors
who purchase a park
fishing
license. Obey.
Rangers instructions.
At all times.
Так опять это тут быстро бегает.
Never.
No approach closer than 100 yards.
Two bears and wolves never approached any other. No closer than
25 yards.
Pets must be reached
at all times.
Never leave your
pet unattended.
It is
against the law
to remove any
natural objects
or historical artifacts from the park.
Все, убили. Так, вот еще двое. Ух, черт. Так, что ж, ну это все. Думаю, на этом закончится эта часть прохождения по игре Alan Wake. С вами был Сейлон. Подписывайтесь на мой канал, добавляйте видео в избранное, комментируйте. До встречи.